This is One on One. We are pleased to welcome for the first time here on One on One Public Broadcasting, Jill Kargman. It says writer, actor. How many books?
10.
10. About what kinds of things do you write about?
Well, I started writing trashy novels, and now I really just write for TV, and I have 2 essay collections. My last one was called Sprinkle Glitter on My Grave. It came out last fall. It's an essay collection about my family growing up in New York, and my family's pretty morbid. My parents toured cemeteries the way that normal people tour colleges.
Stop. Where did you grow up in New York?
On the Upper East Side, 66th and Madison.
Really?
My father was like the original Mad Men on Madison Avenue, but like
So
the
the
Jewy
original
Jews
Don Draper? Not John,
Yeah,
Don Draper.
Don
excuse me?
Draper, but like the Jewy firms. Like there was the waspy ones, and then they had like the Jewy Justine firms. He was at Doyle Dane Bernbach.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was going to talk about the Munsters. We'll talk about that in a second.
Sure.
But you've had another long-running
Yes,
gig.
Odd Mom Out.
Odd Mom Out. Go ahead. Bravo.
It's been so much fun. Yes, it was. We were their first scripted comedy, and it was based on 2 of my books, Momzillas, about Upper East Side stay-at-home moms, and then Sometimes I Feel Like a Nut, which was my first essay collection. Yeah. And it's just really capturing that world of mothers who are that type A competitive persona who was always very ambitious, and then all of that ambition doesn't just evaporate. It's like Newtonian law of energy, and it just gets rechanneled into the fetus. So people are very competitive about their children.
Jill, I'm thrown off a little bit because we're over here close to the West Side, right? Mm-hmm. You're talking, is there that much of a difference?
No, I think the yardstick changes from neighborhood to neighborhood or state to state. I think, in Texas it's cheerleading.
What about Jersey moms, where I'm from?
I think it's soccer.
Leave it alone.
No, I think soccer is a big deal.
Have you seen The Real Housewives of New Jersey? That's not about soccer.
I don't watch reality. Oh, what's about your boob height?
I wasn't going there, but...
Okay. Well, when I watch those reality shows, I just see implants and yelling. So.
That's not reality for you.
No, I like escapism. I like Game of Thrones and fantasy or drama. I can't watch reality because I have enough reality these days.
And by the way, SiriusXM background you have. Talk about that.
Yes, I have a show twice a week. On Monday, it starts with the Stars channel, channel 109, and my first guest is Drew Barrymore, who is my sister-in-law, now outlaw, but we are still best friends and sisters forever. She was married to my brother, and she's one of my closest friends, so she's my first guest.
You're only 39 years of age.
No, now I'm 43. I started my show when I was 39.
So
have you ever heard someone go up? Most people would just nod and smile.
I go the other way. I just lie.
Yeah, I'd rather have people think I'm 50 because then they think I look damn good.
You look damn good for 39 as well.
Right. Well,
should I have not have said that?
No, you can't.
Okay. Tell me what. Never mind. Your sense of humor, your interesting sense of humor. Does it come from your family of origin, as we like to say?
Yes, it does. My dad was a stand-up comedian, and he paid his way through Columbia Business School, schlepping to Atlantic City and doing stand-up at casinos. And my mother's hilarious, too. She's French. She has a very dry sense of humor.
Jewish and French?
Jewish Orthodox
How's
French.
that work?
Grew up sitting upstairs. Her family survived the Holocaust by going into hiding all throughout sort of inns throughout France and emigrated to New York. And I had a really quirky upbringing in New York in the 70s. I mean, a lot of people were leaving the city at that time, and we had our car window smashed for the radio, and, it was a crazy time.
But you guys were all in. You weren't leaving.
We were all in. I grew up on that graffitied subway, and I couldn't live anywhere else.
As a woman in comedy, ridiculous question, I know. The state of women in comedy, how would you, give me some adjectives to describe it?
Exciting. I think it's still the golden age of TV. I think so. I think people are focusing on a lot of the sexual harassment issues. Luckily, that had not happened to me. I'm reading it very, very...
No, do you focus on it? Do you talk about it?
I think, I feel like humor is the first way of dealing with it.
Even with this?
Even with this. Oh, yeah.
That's not taboo.
Not to me. I don't really have an edit button, but I saw this woman in a fabulous fur coat, and I started rubbing her, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm Weinsteining you." And someone went, "Too soon," and I said, "No, too late. Never too soon."
So it's never too soon. I tell my wife that, and she disagrees. She says way too soon for
I think
humor.
You have to shine flashlights in the dark corners in order to be, illuminating what's going on in the world.
Sorry for stepping on you here, but it doesn't mean that these things are not serious and don't have to be dealt with in a serious way, but you can still have a sense of humor in your mind in some of them.
For sure, especially if it's at the expense of a predator.
Give me some humor on Trump.
I mean, for that, I do delve into my 6th grade self because I just want to go to like Orange Tyrant, you know.
No, come on, we don't do name calling in
a
public broadcasting.
Oh, okay.
We don't, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Give me something else without name calling.
Well, I think it's very difficult because I find him very infantile. So my first instinct is...
You don't rise above?
I think it's very hard to when he doesn't. I have zero respect for this person, so it's tricky. And he has sexually harassed 16 women.
Allegedly?
So, well, I don't think that women would have a reason to lie, especially in
either.
that number. So
I don't either. Can you do the monsters for us real quick? Can you tell us?
I'm working with Seth Meyers on it and Mike Shoemaker. They're producing it. It's for NBC. It's a reboot of the original, which I loved as a kid. And it's sort of a modern version set in Brooklyn. So they're around all these hipsters now, and it kind of begs the question, what is normal now? Because when it was on originally, it was sort of that American white bread world of television. And
Yes.
Really, my show is about tolerance. It's about understanding people who are different. And ultimately, it's a love of family and sticking together.
Would it be okay for me to say that I was in love with Marilyn?
Yes,
I just want to
absolutely.
disclose that.
Great. Well,
Along with millions of others.
Lily. Oh, Marilyn,
no,
Marilyn,
I'm sorry,
Marilyn,
no
the
disrespect,
blonde.
but
Yes.
yes, the blonde.
Yes, Marilyn, yeah.
All right,
Who
let's get
wasn't?
off that real quick. You have a charity. Everything's is called the.
Oh, the River Fund.
The River Fund.
Yeah,
Real quick, talk about it.
it's not my charity.
You're involved in it.
I work at the soup kitchen. We give away food. But you can go to river.fund, and you know, we always talk about starving children in Africa and stuff. There are starving
How about right
children here. So that's what we do, and I'm sure Africa, of course, is just as worthy, but I feel this need to help kids that are nearby, and my kids and I wake up at 6 a.m. and give out food, and they accept donations, they accept your time, whatever you can give. I think it's such a worthy cause. And I think it's really important for New York children to understand that there's problems in our own city as well.
I want to thank you
Thank
for
you
joining
so
us. And
much.
hopefully it will not be the last time you join us in public broadcasting.
Thank you for having me. I love PBS.
One on One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. This special edition of One on One with Steve Adubato is brought to you from the Tisch WNET studios at Lincoln Center. Funding has been provided by NJIT, Holy Name Medical Center in Teaneck, New Jersey, QualCare Inc., New Jersey Sharing Network, the Russell Berry Foundation, Suez, and by NJM Insurance Group. Promotional support provided by NJ.com, Small News, Big News, True Jersey, and by HipNewJersey.com. Live hard, work hard, play hard. You're from New Jersey, and so are we. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.